Editing presets are fun, and most importantly they save a lot of time while editing. But in the past few years being on Instagram, I have come across many beginner photographers who don't really spend much time in editing their photos by themselves. Instead, they use presets. Let me explain how a preset works. A preset is basically a file consisting of the editing settings which were used to edit a particular kind of photo, which can then be exported and used on other photos with the same kind of lighting, white balance and scene. The preset is exported as an XMP file format by the creator and can be downloaded from the creator's website and used on other photos with the help of softwares like Lightroom, DarkTable and Luminar. Now, I'm not saying that editing presets are bad. They're actually quite good when you're learning something new from these presets or you're doing batch editing. But the issue is people don't really keep the type of photo and lighting in their mind before applying a preset. For example, if I take this portrait photo and put a landscape based preset or even a portrait preset which was intended for a different kind of lighting, it would end up making my photo look very weird. And most beginners don't really realize the fact that it's really important for their edits to match the kind of lighting and the kind of photo that they took. Now, it's understandable that you're using the editing presets to learn something, but if you end up using the presets on every set of new photo that you take, regardless of the lighting and the type of photo, you're just ending up destroying the photo and you're not really learning anything new. But hey, don't really confuse presets with LUTs. LUTs are different and they are used to edit videos, and overall editing videos are much more harder than editing photos, and that's something that we have to keep in mind. One thing that we always have to keep in mind is that we must keep on learning in photography and videography, and using presets is not the right way to learn. Also bear in mind that these presets can only be used in 2 or 3 types of photos. And these presets actually cost a lot of money. Well, I'm better off buying a pizza with that money. So my advice for all the beginners or anyone who's planning to download or buy presets for that matter, just don't. Rather spend some time in learning how to edit different photos differently. That would help you a long way. And trust me, I've been through this, so I know this very well. Now, I know it might be frustrating at first for not being able to get the desired look that you're expecting from a photo, but trust me, with time you will get better and your photos will look much better than it did with the presets applied on it. Don't get me wrong here, I'm not trying to speak against the people who are using presets on a regular basis. All I'm trying to say is that don't entirely depend upon presets, because obviously that way you won't learn much. Now, presets can range from $5 to $100, and now that's kind of expensive considering the fact that you will only use the presets on 1 or 2 photos at max if you have the proper sense of coloring. So you can buy presets, just make sure it complements the kind of photo that you have, and also bear in mind that it's always better to use presets when you're doing batch editing. Otherwise, what's the point of buying such pricey presets? Also, I strongly believe that it's much better if you go out there on YouTube and search for editing tutorials on how to edit photos differently, and that way you can learn much faster and you will have an easy grip on editing photos in different kind of situations and different kind of scenes, not just putting a preset on top of a photo and let it be. You can also collaborate with people who you think can help you improve in editing or even photography for that matter. And depending upon presets which are given away by professional photographers who have the right conditions in front of them is not really efficient for a beginner photographer. Now, at the end of the day, it's all up to you how you want to edit your photos. Do you really want to depend on presets all the time? Because bear in mind, it won't really last that long. Come on, how long will you be able to find the right presets for your images? And if you do, will they be free? Or do you want to give editing your time and learn it slowly with lots of errors and mistakes, but getting better results and something that you can be proud of? Well, you be the judge.